You're listening to the Gulag Podcast with Narrowminds and Jay Stuns.
And the ones that I haven't, I've left because that's been another 20. So I used to be in 63 Discords.
Wow.
I've left 20 of them because I feel if I'm not in there and talking, I don't need to be there. So, people take that as, oh, he left my Discord. He's not a supporter me. He's not a member of my community anymore. Yes, I am. If I don't unfollow you on Twitch, I'm still going to come check out your channel. I'm not going to just disappear because I left your Discord. It's just I don't need constant notifications going off for a group that I'm not active in. So what's the point? So I leave them. But as long as I'm still following you, I'll jump in your chat. I'll say hello, whatever. But, everybody takes it as, oh, Discord is me. Discord's my stream. If you leave Discord, you're leaving my stream. You're not supporting me. It's not even the case. Like, listen, Discord was never meant to mean that it's a streamer. Like, Discord was created as a way to create a server for a game. You create a bunch of rooms. You have voice chats to go play the game. That's it. It was never meant to be what it is now, where every streamer has a Discord. It's a personal, it's a community, whatever, where you can have all your friends together. You go, you do the voice chat in games, whatever. It was never meant to be that, but it's become that. And it's just, people automatically assume that when you leave the Discord, you're no longer supporting them. And I really just want to look at those people and be like, you're a friggin' idiot.
Yeah.
Like, just because I'm leaving something where I don't talk doesn't mean I'm not going to support you any less. But that's my take on it anyway.
It's about validation, and people want to get that validation. So, and if for some reason someone pulls away, then it's like, oh my gosh, they're judging me. They're all this, and usually it's their own fear talking to them. It's their own fear projecting in that they're not good enough. Oh well, it was sort of like when the game Death Stranding came out. Mm-hmm. And you could build stuff and other people would like it. There were people who became so much more obsessed with, oh, well, I built this bridge and nobody liked it. And that actually interfered with their gaming process as opposed to just going in and playing the game and enjoying it. But when you bring in that piece of, do they like me better, or do they still like me? Or if they stop, if they don't follow me, if they, that is like, oh, well, this person's not following me anymore. What did I do wrong? What did they do wrong? They're being mean. They're not supporting me. And it's funny because I've had my YouTube channel for 4 years now. And at first I was doing weekly, and then I was doing several times a week. And I've got, a few hundred videos. I have had one dislike out of all those videos. And for some reason, that one dislike, it's like, well, why? Why did they dislike me? And it doesn't matter that all the other people, and it's like for streamers and, folks on Discord, it doesn't matter that they've got 1,000 followers, but suddenly somebody steps away, then that person becomes their focus, because then that person taps into their insecurity. Mm-hmm. And, when we all have that wounded child inside of us who still wants to be accepted, who still wants to not just be validated, but to be consistently validated. It's not like, you followed them. You have to follow them. You have to pay attention to their stuff. You have to respond. Why aren't you commenting on my things? And then they start the mass message spamming. It's like, well, you need to interact with me. It's like, no, I don't think I do. I'll support you. I'll show up every once in a while, but that's not good enough. And it's not so much that it's not good enough for you. It's not good enough for whatever is in them saying that, see, they don't like you. They don't like you. That's why, they went away. It's because it's your fault. And, and that can be a rough downward spiral for people to get caught in, because then they get obsessed with the numbers. They get obsessed. It's not about the fun of the game. It's not about the camaraderie of the community. It's, oh, my community is not growing. Oh, my community is not this. My community is not that. And, and people can get really hooked on it if it strikes their fundamental insecurities.
For me, I think before it used to be like that. And now it's just kind of like, I realize how much work it takes to do anything that you really want to do. And that dude, like I said, that I've been listening to his stuff for a while, since 2017. He pretty much just says, I don't give a fuck about anybody's opinion, because everybody has their own losses. Everybody that's watching this podcast, everybody in the world, your boss, who always critiques everything you do, that stupid son of a bitch has lost more times in his life probably than anybody. And I don't need other people to worry about my L's. They need to worry about their losses before me.
Yeah.
Because usually the people that make comments about other people, about their losses, are only doing it because they want to feel better about themselves, because they've lost most of their life and life sucks for them. So they want to bring
too much about my L's. I'll turn that into my W's.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And like that one, I had this one rant where I literally said, for every 4 losses that you have in life, and and there's going to be a new video, by the way, coming out. A little plug for me, video about failures. I don't understand why people consider failures the end of the world. Because failures are nothing but teaching you how to correct yourself and do it better next time. The only time that you ever really fail at life, or whatever you want to do in life, is when you stop doing it because you failed one fucking time. And I don't understand why people do that. They fail one time and then they hit the brakes and they think it's the end of the world and they want to go do something else. They want to go try everything else. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with trying different shit because you failed something. But if you just hit the brakes and just give up on life after a failure, that's when you failed. There are no real failures.
A failure is only a failure if you don't learn anything from it.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and people, and the definition of what is a failure, it's like, well, you're moving forward, but you're not moving forward as fast as you want, or it's not as easy as you want it to be. So people will say, it's like, well, that's a failure. It's like, it's not a failure. It's the process. And the idea that the failure becomes who they are. It's not about what they do. So if they can remember, it's like, no, this failure isn't me. It's just a part of the experience. All failure is getting an outcome that you did not anticipate. And it's like, well, maybe that will be, you learn something from it. You learn how, if nothing else, you learn how not to do something. But, it takes time. And most people, they want things to happen instantaneously. They want things to happen right away. Sam, hush. Where are you? Hush. They want things to happen, and slow is viewed as failure. It's like, oh, well, I'm going to start a Twitch stream and I want in 30 days to be a partner. Well, that's not going to happen. You have to grow. You have to keep going. You have to keep showing up. And, and like the saying goes, the only place success comes before work is in the dictionary.
Exactly.
And it's that commitment. People don't want to have to commit. They want to have that instantaneous gratification. And it's like, nobody's good at something to start off with. People compare themselves to Star Wars. It's like, oh, well, I want to write a script, but I can never write one like Star Wars. It's like, well, you're not going to. And neither did George Lucas when he wrote his first script. He THX 1138. He was embarrassed by that film, but it was the foundation that led him to Star Wars. He couldn't have had Star Wars without that. And when people lose the story about what that failure means to them, then the failure no longer has the power to, keep them from doing stuff, because then it's like, okay, just another step, just another step, just another step. Now I know more than what I did. But, if people don't have it within themselves, if they really don't have the confidence, and in some cases, they don't ultimately want to succeed because they're afraid of success. So they will create whatever reason they can. It's like, oh, well, I failed at it. I'm no good at it. It's like, no, you're just afraid of succeeding. You're afraid of what will happen if you actually get this thing and what it'll mean in your life. So, and it's amazing how many people self-sabotage just to be able to avoid that.
I put, even in our lives, a category, since we're gamers, that I consider it that you're playing the game that you like the most, whatever it is, Call of Duty. If all of us decided, if me, Jay, and everybody we play with decided not to play this every day, we just decided, you know what? Once we lose that at the first time, we're going to quit. That's equal amount to what it is when you're failing in life. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people don't get that. When you're failing in life, you don't just quit the game. You don't press end and you don't shut down. You don't shut down you have to go back and try again. And then guess what? What happens? You get better, you get better, you get better. And you succeed and you get your wins and you get your losses. But people don't understand that. Look at every time you guys have a loss, you don't understand that there could be a win and there's a reason that shit happened to you. And it's coming right around the corner. There's a and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna put my beliefs on it, but I believe that shit happens for a reason. I believe that things happen to you for a reason. You don't think about it because if something bad happens to you, you automatically think that it's happened because you're a bad person or because you're failing at life or whatever. And Doc, you know more than anybody about the circumstances I'm in. And I could take it one of two ways. I could sit there and just quit at life and just say, screw it. And not do any of this stuff and just sit there in my bed hoping and praying that something good would happen. Or I can continue doing the shit that I'm doing until whatever outcome happens, and then we'll go from there. But I choose not to give up or quit on whatever I'm doing just for one little thing that's going on in my life. And just it's I don't get why people don't understand that shit happens for a reason. Things will happen for a reason. And, unfortunately, sometimes it's not the best thing in the world. It's not the best thing in the world. Whether it's health, whether it's your job, other family members, unfortunately, it happens. And it's out of our control. And that's why I think it's so important when people, understand that you got one life here. There is no redo. And if we take a failure and just shut down our life and become depressed and bummed about that one thing we failed on, we're never going to discover the thing that we were meant to do.
Yeah.
We're never going to discover it. We're going to sit there and when we're on our deathbed, we're going to be sitting there wishing all the things that we wish we should have done. Instead of saying that we did this shit or we did this shit. And that's something I can't live with. I don't want, because none of us know when our plug's going to be pulled. I don't want this to, my existence to be, he just stayed over there quiet, stopped talking to everybody and just hid in his bed because he had one ailment or one illness. No. Yeah. I till I stop breathing, I want people to know that I'm going to push on. I don't give a damn what happens. I'm going to push on. And I hope everybody lives their life like that. I feel like failure is something that's I guess the word might be overrated because we take it too much to heart that we failed at something.
Yeah.
And it's partially the school's fault because the school teaches them that. Instead of correcting them and letting them know that, hey, this F is not the end of the world. No. What do the teachers do? Take this F show to your parents.
Yeah.
But what cracks me up is the people that never went that failed in school and failed just like Gary Vaynerchuk, just like Steve Jobs, just like Elon Musk. Elon Musk came out with the best quote ever. He said, "No, I never went to Harvard, but I have people that work for me that do."
Nice. It really is that, that idea that, no, this is not who I am. This is just what I'm experiencing right now. And, like you said, it's like life is way, way, way too short to spend it focusing on, the limitations as opposed to deciding, okay, I'm going to make the most of what I have to work with. I can't control what life is necessarily going to bring to me, but what I can do is decide what I'm going to do with what I get. I mean, when I first when I first went to chiropractic college, I was terrified to adjust people's necks. And the only way that I got good at it was deciding I am going to figure this out. I know how to technically do it, but what is it in me that is carrying that negative thought? I am good. I do know how to do this. I can learn to be proficient at it. And now it's almost, 20 years later, and I don't even really think about it because it's now become muscle memory. And, people just need to be willing to, all success is outlasting the learning curve. If you can outlast the learning curve, you've reached it. And, until you get there, it's just like, and usually people don't even realize when they got there. I can't even think when I became comfortable adjusting. It just sort of happened out of repetition. And, people just need to hold on to that. And, and with gaming, usually I'm doing console gaming, and now I'm learning how to do computer, working on the computer. And it's like, okay, wait a minute. This is way more complicated than my elderly brain can do. And my son, I said, well, help me learn how to do this. He said, Mom, just do it. Just get on and practice it and do it. He said, that's how you ended up getting so good at these, the console games, at the Xbox. He said, my friends were fascinated at how you were able to do stuff. But, you just got to practice it. So that's what I did. I started just practicing it.
Do you think, though, Doctor, that the this affects that lack of acceptance affects a lot more people than we think? Because there's a lot of communities out there that do these kind of toxic things towards people, and I'm assuming most of them are adults. How much does that really affect their mental well-being and because it is, some people can say, yeah, 'cause it's gaming.
Yeah.
What does that really have to do with our mental well-being in real life? But does it really, in your eyes, affect the way that people respond in their real life if they, in this virtual world, they get no acceptance, or they get criticized and then not accepted into a community?
Yeah. Negative reinforcement goes across every aspect of your life. It's because it becomes a part of you. It becomes that, because, again, we're pack creatures. We are hardwired to need the attachment of community. We work best in community. And some people, they're very solitary, and, and that can be fine, and that can be great. And there is that level of interaction that we do need. And if that's negative, then that person begins to take that on. And some people are very empathic. Some people connect very deeply and very strongly to what other people are thinking and feeling. So that means if somebody is judging someone who has that level of sensitivity, that means that person is judging themselves, because an empath will feel an emotion as if it's their own. So if they feel judgment, it becomes their own feeling. And that can lead to tremendously, depressed states of mind, because you don't see a positive, you don't see your own value, because your own, whatever value you might have is being put into, it's like, what, you only have value if you're an effective member of our team. You only have value if you can play at the level we want you to play at. You don't get the learning curve. And so, the idea of being able to balance, good-natured trash talk, good-natured, kind of that can kind of kick somebody up, and being able to understand when somebody is honestly not in a space, maybe even just that day, that they cannot be in it. And it's for that person to say, it's like, what, I'll game with you guys later. I need to step back and take care of myself. So there is a personal responsibility piece in it, because other people can't read your mind. Other people, people is like, well, they should have known that I was upset. How? If you're not going to tell them, if you're not going to let them know, how are they supposed to know you're upset? If you're the type of personality that is going to make it very clear what's going on in your head, what's going on in your mind, what it is, it's like, you know what? No, that's bullshit. I'm not dealing with it. I don't like that. But for the people who don't speak out to defend themselves and then internalize, create that negativity in their heads, and it's like, oh, stop it. Yes, when you're a doctor, you have a tendency to have your phone go off a lot. Let's put this down here. All right. There we go. So the idea that people can have an opportunity to, be empowered enough to go, you know what they say about me doesn't matter. And so many people have a hard time with it. They care too much and base too much of their self-image on what other people think, what other people say. And, and it crosses over into, every aspect of their life. It crosses over into their work situations. It crosses over into their relationships, which, if somebody is surrounded by a lot of toxicity, even whether it's gaming or in their relationships, it goes everywhere. And that person will in turn not only become toxic, but they will see toxic as normal. They start to not feel comfortable unless there's a toxic situation. Or whether they seek out people who are toxic or they become toxic themselves. But that sort of negativity becomes their new normal, and they're actually uncomfortable when it's not present. And, and that can affect their relationships. It can affect their work, when they start mouthing off at work and, they end up losing their job. Or, their significant other says, you know what, I really don't need that kind of, all you do is criticize, all you do is look for fault, all you do is, act negative. So, you know what, I'm leaving. And then when stuff like that happens, it feeds into this. Well, see, I told you that, they didn't really care about me. I knew they didn't really care. I knew that, everybody was plotting against me at work. No, you became a jerk and they didn't want you there. So, there is that need to self-evaluate and to actually decide. It's like, okay, if somebody's telling me that, I need to change something about myself, the first thing, if somebody comes to me with it, the first thing I ask is there any truth in that? I ask myself, do I trust the source? Do I trust where this is coming from? I mean, when you're friends with somebody and they tell you something that maybe you don't want to hear, still, it's like, okay, I know this person cares about me. So I'm going to be willing to listen. Maybe there's some truth in it. But the idea that people don't want to see that, or it's coming from a source that does not care about them, that only wants to feed into that negativity. So absolutely, I think that a lot of people who are going through a lot of stresses and stuff are, part of it is that they've told themselves a really hard story in their own heads. And they they look for things in life that will validate that. If they think I'm worthless, they're going to actually seek out people and relationships and environments that will support that. So it's about figuring out, really realizing your own value and realizing who you are, that you're not perfect, that you're never going to be perfect, and that's okay. And you're still a worthwhile person. And if you make a mistake, it's about what you did, not what you are.
Jay, do we have a question that came in?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw something in
Is
chat.
what Deadite said? No, she was showing me something.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a question that she had for the doctor.
No.
All right. Well, we're almost at 2 hours here. We're gonna wrap it up for you, Doc. The doc who will be, you know what? I just thought about this. Like we might have something in the works where the doc might be a permanent fixture here at the podcast as a third member of the podcast, a permanent third member of the podcast.
Oh,
Because
As long as I get a warning before I drink something, okay? If you and Jay are going to start that stuff up, just give me a warning time before I drink anything.
Because I've been getting some feedback, and they said that we need a positive female person to be our third member on the podcast, because it makes sense that why have all the testosterone fed shenanigans in here just with me and Jay. So, we'll talk about it once we get off the thing here. But I'm thinking it's been in... Yeah, Jay, you, sir. The naughty Jay.
I love when Jay does that innocent look.
Yeah.
When he has that what? I don't know what you're talking about.
She has lots of insights. Yes, that's why from the moment I told her to get her Twitch channel started, she's gotten her Twitch channel. If you have not followed her, please make sure you go. Do we have it saved somewhere?
No, but I can type it again.
Okay. Thanks, Shay. Please go follow her on her Twitch channel. She will be doing her own. She does it every week, several times a week.
Yep. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. Pacific.
So there it is. Follow her. Ask her all the questions that you want while she's on stream. 8 p.m. Pacific time. What was it? Monday, Wednesday?
Yeah, 8:30, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday night.
There you go. So those nights you can ask her a question, or if you want her to talk about a specific topic. She's not only a doctor, but she's also a reverend, so she can help you in more than just physical or mental, or if you just need some guidance. Please.
And I am a medicine woman, so I can help you in those areas too.
If you need some kind of help with the gamer doctor here, please give her a shout on her Twitch channel. Also, she'll have her.
I just had flashbacks of childhood with Dr. Quinn, medicine woman.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah.
But she has a lot of insight. That's why I was like, from the moment we started this podcast, I knew at some point we're going to bring her on. But I think more of a fixture of her being here to kind of
no issues with that.
Oh, thank you.
Bring her on with us to talk to the other people and then maybe she has some kind of insight that me and you might not get. So that's why I think it's a perfect combination.
Professional one?
Yeah. Wait, Jay. We're professional in our own way, different from the doctor.
And I know nothing about manscaping, so
our point of views are not professional in the least.
Sometimes they are. I mean, we just had that whole marketing scheme with your new branding.
That's right.
Right?
And that's professional.
It is.
That's right.
I mean, Trojan's a good brand.
You will be a spokesmodel.
Yeah. Look at that face. How could you say no to that face if you saw that on a box, huh?
The look of disapproval for birds and things.
That face right there, that's a sellable brand right there. Oh, by the way, yes. Also, earlier we were talking about the other branding thing, the pineapple pizza pasties that Jay likes so much.
It
has already been discussed, and it will not be happening.
See, that opens up the whole, does pineapple belong on pizza? Which I vote. It can.
It can.
No.
See, that's because you're a purist.
I'm Italian.
I mean, it's like where you stand on cauliflower pizza dough.
It has a weird texture, though. I've tried it out. It's very weird.
I have not tried it. I cannot bring myself to.
Well, I did. Okay. So I went to this restaurant. I, in my mind, thought it was regular. It doesn't say vegan or vegetarian, so I didn't know. So I'm looking over at the menu. They have stuff that says chicken, right? They had stuff that says pizza, and I'm like, all right, well, let's try it out. So where the hell were we when? I think it was in LA. My now ex-wife orders something that's orange chicken, and I ordered the pizza, thinking that this is a normal recipe. It does not say vegan or vegetarian anywhere on the outside of it. So we ordered what she thought was orange chicken and what I thought was a pizza. And I'm looking at the pepperoni. It looks, you know how pepperoni is supposed to have that nice red color, like dark red. This thing looked like, well, anyways, it looked like it was a beet, which I think is what it was.
You know what though? I can make a pass on the whole cauliflower pizza dough and all that because some people can't have normal pizza dough, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But you can't sit there and tell me that there are people that must have pineapple on pizza because you're full of shit. Okay. There's the vegetarians, there's the people that can't have gluten, there's the vegans, there's all that can't have dough. They can have melted cheese as their dough or cauliflower dough or whatever, but you do not have any type of allergy or food issue.
You're lucky they're not.
You need to have pineapple on pizza.
You're lucky they're not putting watermelon on pizza.
Yeah, they are.
Wait a minute, what?
What? Wait.
Yeah.
Thing?
Yeah.
Wait.
It's a thing.
Say again?
Watermelon on pizza is a thing.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
See, it goes on a dessert pizza.
Stop. No pineapple, no watermelon, no banana, because I know that's a thing too.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so
peanut butter.
So Felicity just asked Jay, is pineapple or spinach worse on pizza? Which one?
Pineapple.
And why?
Because spinach is along the same line as basil, and if you have a margherita pizza, it's fresh mozzarella sauce and basil, so what's the difference?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I saw someone with mango.
No, that one's interesting.
Yep. Mango. Instead of pineapple, they used mango.
I don't know. I don't like savory mango dishes.
No, pagan. It doesn't make it watery if you saute the spinach first.
Now that would be good.
You saute the spinach and a little bit of garlic, a little bit of olive oil. You cook the pizza, you throw that on there, you're good to go. Or broccoli rabe, even better. Put broccoli rabe on top of the pizza. That's fine.
I've never tried that. That would be good.
Okay, that I will give you credit. That pineapple is still better than anchovies, but both suck. So no.
Oh, I like anchovies. Anchovies awesome on pizza.
I don't want fish on my pizza.
So does my mom. I remember when we were growing up, she would order a round table pizza, and she'd ask him for the you get the side thing of the anchovies. And me when I was a kid, I didn't know what the hell that was. I thought she was asking for extra meat, and I opened that thing up. I'm like, holy Jesus!
I will say this: I do not like the taste of pineapple in general.
Okay, see,
I do not like the idea of hot fruit, other than apple pie, and I'm still not even that much of a fan of that. So if you take something like pizza and you add something that I do not like pineapple on it, I'm going to have to hurt you.
You're missing out.
However, due to the fact that I cannot stand the taste of pineapple, people that know my stream know this. I have a goal up.
It's a challenge. It's more of a challenge.
It is a challenge to my
community. More of a challenge.
If this goal is met, I will eat 3 slices of pineapple pizza on stream. And as much as I don't want to do it, I will, for the generosity of people donating to me, I will eat something that I am literally dreading, but I know the goal won't be met and I know I'm safe.
Yeah, Pagan says, this is why we can't be friends. You don't like pie.
I didn't say I don't like pie. I said I'm not that much of a fan of apple pie.
How about peach pie? Oh, peach cobbler. Oh my God, peach cobbler.
No, actually, no, I'm not a cobbler fan at all.
You're not?
Oh. My mom made peach blueberry cobbler.
I could do banana cream pie. I could do
with the ice cream on the top.
Pie, chocolate cream pie. I could do all.
Why are we talking
blueberry
about
pie?
food?
I could do. I'm not a fan of hot fruit. So if I'm eating apple pie, I have to eat it cold. Blueberry pie got to be cold. Everything has to be cold. I cannot eat warm fruit.
Why are we talking about food right now?
I don't know. I don't get apple pie with cheese on it. Why? I don't get that. I don't know about that.
I have
Why?
no idea about that, but that's like people that sit there and they make ramen and they throw a slice of cheese in that shit. It looks stupid.
They put what in cheese?
Yeah, people put slices of cheese in their ramen and then they'll mix it around. It's like, ugh.
No, ramen's supposed to be thick soup with noodles.
No, you get the assholes that
Now, I will put Parmesan cheese on it. If I cook up ramen, I'll take some Parmesan cheese and mix it in. And what I do is I take and I'll cook an egg with it. So it's like the ramen, mix in an egg. So it's like that scrambled, kind of a light scrambled. And then I sprinkle Parmesan cheese over it.
Parmesan cheese is kind of salty.
With a squeeze the lemon.
Put it this way: there ain't always stuff that I can cook readily available to me. All right.
Yeah.
So if I got a package of 55-cent ramen on my shelves, and I got some tomato sauce, I'm gonna make some cheap ass spaghetti. Okay. I don't give a shit what y'all think. It is an insult to Italians. I get it, but listen, I'm making it eat, okay. So if I got a package of 55-cent ramen and some tomato sauce, I'm making some fucking spaghetti, whether you like it or not. Okay.
Hey, I've had the ramen noodle every night type of budget. So yeah.
And also Ragu sells cheese sauce.
Oh,
or
okay.
you can get Cheese Whiz and heat that shit up, and you mix that with ramen, and you got macaroni and cheese. Fight me.
Point made.
When you hungry and you gotta eat, you do whatever the fuck you gotta do.
Except pineapple and pizza.
Right, except that I will start.
Wait, okay, Jay. Here, Jay. Here, life or death situation, right? Can of pineapples. You're stuck. Nothing else you can get. World's ended. Are you gonna eat the pineapples?
No.
He'll go for the protein. He'll probably go find some radioactive crickets first.
I literally the taste of pineapples. I can't do it. I literally it's the flavor of it is just it's not
It's messed up because my sister just made a apple pineapple pie that I'm about to go indulge in.
And like our friend that was on season 1, Nessa Slays, her and Becca, like Nessa Slays is telling me, she's like, "Oh, you're gonna eat the pizza and you're gonna love it." No, I'm not.
You know that.
I don't like the taste of pineapple, cold or hot. I don't like it. Therefore, I'm not going to like it on pizza. She's like, "Yes, you will." I'm like, "No, I won't." I don't like the taste of it, so nothing is going to change that. So, anybody expect me to eat these 3 slices if it happens, which I know it won't. But anybody,
it's a challenge, boys and girls.
Enjoy it and actually eat it after that one situation. Not gonna happen.
It's a challenge, boys and girls.
It's
He's challenging
the
you.
grossest thing.
He's challenging you to make that goal. So
It
go
is
make it.
It is literally a dead tie between anchovies and pineapple as probably the worst things I'll ever eat in my life. I'd rather eat tripe every day of my life than pineapple.
Oh, I love tripe. You know,
Most people can't stomach the fact that tripe is stomach lining. Guess what? Too bad. It tastes freaking good.
Yep. I was raised by a Cajun, and which basically means that anything that they're willing to drag out of the swamp and beat to death is going to be eaten. You know, it's like, you know, the old saying is the only thing with 4 legs that I haven't eaten is a table. So the idea that, you know, and we weren't allowed to be picky eaters. There was no such thing as a picky eater. So it's like, well, taste it. What is it? Don't ask questions. Just taste it.
No.
And, you know, you learn how to do that.
How do you prepare your tripe? How do you eat your tripe?
Usually it's...
From a restaurant.
No, but how do they prepare it, though?
How the fuck should I know? I don't know. Talk to the cook.
No, but...
It comes with tomato sauce. That's all I know.
A nice bowl of menudo.
Yeah, menudo. That's what I was going to say. I thought you were getting...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just comes in a bowl of tomato sauce sometimes with potatoes.
Okay. I was just curious because I know of it in menudo. I know of it in there's a Filipino dish called kare kare that they put that tripe. They cut pieces of tripe in there. So that I didn't know that they put it in tomato. So
and over here, like down the street from me, where I'm gonna get the pizza if the goal's hit, they have chicken Caesar salad pizza. They have baked ziti pizza, chicken bacon ranch pizza, barbecue chicken pizza, buffalo chicken pizza, vodka pie, stuffed chicken parm pizza itself, Philly cheesesteak pizza. Like they got all different pizzas, and I'll eat every single one of them except the pineapple one.
Deadeye says the goal will be met.
No, it won't. And all the people that sit there and say you like Hawaiian pizza, you're full of shit because it's not even Hawaiian. It's Canadian.
Yeah, it is.
That is true.
It is Canadian. It came from, I think, was it Alberta?
So all you dumbasses out there that are getting fooled by, I like pineapple pizza. The people in Hawaii are laughing at you because you're an idiot.
Yeah, because it's Canadian pizza. It's not even Hawaiian pizza. in Alberta, Canada,
They blamed other people because they didn't want to look stupid.
1986, in Alberta, Canada, in some little pizza shop in Alberta, the pizza was made and born. That's where Hawaiian pizza was made. I guess they call it Hawaiian because
Hawaii, they put spam on it, but still, Canada invented
Yeah.
ham and pineapple on pizza, and they blamed it on Hawaii. So if I was Hawaii, I would fire back. Make the most disgusting pizza ever and call it Canadian pizza.
They'll secede from the union.
I'm not gonna lie. Canadian ham and pineapple is really good on pizza.
I will say this though: fried calamari on a pizza, phenomenal.
What?
Saying.
Really?
Sorry, I forgot. People don't understand New York. Fried calamari on pizza is phenomenal.
I have never had. Oh man, that would be good.
I had when I went to New York, I had a clam and garlic pizza that was really phenomenal.
Yep.
I forgot where it was. Somewhere in was it Queens? Was it Queens? I think it was Queens. I was in Queens, New York, and they had this. It was they had the pie. They had the pie sitting in the window.
Yeah, that's what they do.
And so I pointed at the guy and said, "Hey, what is that right there?" Because it just looked like cheese and then garlic sprinkled on top. And then then I saw like little they were clams, but I didn't know what they were. And he said, "Oh, that's clam. It's our number one seller." And I can believe it because there's only like 2 or 3 slices left. And I was sitting there, I was like, "All right, give me one of those." Because when you go to New York, what is that place where they make the frothy Papaya King in New York, where they have the hot dogs and they make that it's like a frothy papaya drink or whatever. But yeah, if anybody who's ever been to New York, you'll see that yellow standard restaurant looking thing, and it's called Papaya King in New York.
I'll tell you this though. 2 more stories about pizza. Place down the street from me, right? I went down there one day and they were selling like crazy pizza, but the one pizza that didn't get touched was the white pie. And for all y'all to know, it's not tomato sauce. It's mozzarella and ricotta on a slice. You can get broccoli on it if you want. You can get broccoli rabe, spinach, whatever you want on it. No, none of the white pie was selling. So I walked up to the guy and I was like, "Give me 2 pieces of white pie." He goes, "I'm going to give you 4." I was like, "Okay, but I only want 2. I'm not paying for 4." He goes, "You don't have to." I was like, he's like, "I'll give you 4 slices if you can give me a line that'll make me laugh." So, all right. So I'm sitting there thinking, like, white pies matter. He was bawling, laughing his ass off. I got 4 slices of pizza for free.
What is it? Is that like what is white? What is white pie? I've seen it.
It's pizza with no tomato sauce on it. It's just like the crust and the dough and everything with mozzarella and ricotta on it. Or
Okay.
Mozzarella and ricotta.
No, I got that part. I don't.
I have to dull down the New York for you.
Yeah, you have to translate it for the rest of the viewers.
But
Well, see, because some people can't eat tomatoes because it causes inflammation.
Right.
So you replace it with here they just say white sauce.
Yeah, that's what they call it in California. They call it white sauce.
And another thing, one of the best slices of pizza you will ever have if you come to New York. Go to Brooklyn, Spumoni Gardens. There's no mozzarella on the pizza at all. It's literally just tomato sauce and Parmesan cheese.
Really?
The entire slice. That's it.
Really?
It's one of the most phenomenal slices of pizza you will ever have in your life.
Wait. I think I've been
L&B Spumoni Gardens.
Okay, I have to come to New York then.
Hagen, you had to have Spumoni Gardens, bro. You had to have L&B when you were here. You had to.
I probably did. Is it so it's the pizza that it doesn't look like it has mozzarella on it, right?
What?
It doesn't look like it has like mozzarella.
It doesn't. It has no.
I've had it
mozzarella on it at all.
Yeah, in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's off 86th Street, like all the way down at the end of 86th Street. It's L&B Spumoni Gardens. They give you, it's a Sicilian square pie, and it's nothing but tomato sauce and Parmesan cheese on top. One of the best
That
slices.
sounds really plain.
Well, it's the water. Yeah. It's the water that makes New York pizza better.
It is our dough. The water that goes in our dough is phenomenal. It's people literally, if they claim they have a New York slice of pizza where you're from, if they don't get their water from us, he's a fucking liar.
Like it's crazy. Over here they have that place called New York Pizza. It's called New York Pizza.
Yeah, I've been there.
Actually, no, I take that back. There are actually machines out now where you could put your own water in it, and it will put the correct set of elements in it to make it New York water. Like they literally sell machines that do that now to recreate New York water wherever you're at.
New Yorkify water.
Listen, if you're sick with any type of medical condition, go jump in the Hudson. You'll come out clean bill of health, guaranteed.
Or dead and frozen.
Well, maybe it come out like a mutant superhero.
Yeah, Superpuss.
And we so. See, Jay was just waiting to be able to find a reason to put that back into the conversation.
That's true.
But I will say another thing, a phenomenal thing to get is at a restaurant. It is the simplest thing in the world. It is any type of pasta with fried galma in it. Even if they don't fry the galma, just regular galma in it is just, they usually call it galma marinara or whatever. It's literally just pasta with calamari in it. It is phenomenal. And of course,
wow,
you can't go wrong with seafood fradial or seafood fradiavlo for all that. You know, it's mussels, clams, sometimes scallops, shrimp, and calamari in usually red sauce over linguine, and it is spicy.
Oh my god!
Yeah, the fish
road trip.
People, enjoy your hunger.
Oh my god!
Road trip. We're all going over to Jay's neighborhood. He's going to take us all out to dinner.
There's food over here like crazy. You got pizza up the street. We got a Chinese place, pizza, a bagel store, a halal chicken place across the street from that. We got an Italian meat store across the street from that, a fruit stand, and that's just within 5 minutes.
I feel like I'm going to be the new Guy Fieri and just go out and do.
I think we have a White Castle. We have like 6 McDonald's, a bunch of burgers. We got fast food up the ass.
I have never had White Castle.
Let me tell you something about
what is the thing?
It's murder. They're called murder burgers.
They're tiny.
They're tiny. They're amazingly good, but you will pay for it.
Yes, you will. No, you will.
And your toilet will hate you for a long time.
Let me tell you a little story, Doc.
If you're sick, go to White Castle. You'll feel better tomorrow.
Let me tell you a little story about White Castle. We went to go. My brother graduated military basic training. Oh no, his advanced training. He graduated. We had to go to.
Your stomach thanks you too, Felicia.
We had to go to Missouri, and they had White Castles there. Prior to boarding the plane, we decided that White Castle would be a good place to stop. And along with that, we're going to go, visit the Arch, the St. Louis Arch, before we left to go on the plane because we had a late trip.
I see where this is going already.
Me and my sister. My mom is sitting. My sister's window seat. I'm middle seat. Oh no! I'm window seat. My mom's middle. My sister's to the right of her. We get to Chicago, which is our layover, where we're switching planes. So Jay knows I'm lactose intolerant. We have now stopped in Chicago for Chicago pizza because my mom knows a place inside the airport that has really good pizza. Unfortunately, it has a lot of cheese on it, and it's very greasy.
Oh God!
There's a bomb on the plane.
This is where it gets good. We get on the plane from Chicago, and that we were landing all the way back here in California, which is it's like a 2-hour flight. My sister lets a loud one rip, and I start laughing because the guy behind her is sleeping with his mouth open. And my mom's face starts getting red because she hears my sister, and my sister. She's a character too. She started lifting her butt and aiming it towards my mom out of spite. And then it hit me. And I started doing this. So me and my sister started a fart war inside the Southwest.
You were having battle farts on a plane,
yes.
Dude? God.
And my mom was in the center of this plane flight.
No. Oh God.
For
2 hours. The best part of it is the guy in the back had no idea what was going on because he's like this. And he had his mouth open the whole time. And I'm thinking, this guy must be smelling and tasting this horrible event. This
Gotta wonder what kind of a dream he had.
White Castle and pizza, definitely.
Like, I'm not.
The mask drops.
Seriously though, White Castle is one of those things that you either go to eat when you're drunk or high, or you are not feeling well and you need relief, and it will fix you very easily. Like, I'm telling you, within an hour of finish, your stomach will start going, and that's precaution. Then when you go, run, because if you don't make it, you're painting it down brown. Just saying.
I
pretty much it's the scorched earth theory of health.
Yeah,
I've survived. I've survived the that whole ordeal. That was about a 3.5 hour flight.
God.
Well, not in total in total it was, but not.
Yeah. The
only half that triggered me and my sister was when after we ate the pizza, it triggered the White Castle to go down, and then did the oxygen mask drop down? No, I was surprised though it didn't. Because they were not silent at all. My sister would do it. She'd start laughing. I would do it.
Well, at least there were no snakes on the plane. Let's just put it that way.
There was no snakes on the plane. But I remember my mom just like this. This is her whole trip. It was the best trip I've ever seen.
Also, last piece of news before we go out. If you go to an Italian restaurant, make sure you get panna cotta, preferably raspberry, because it is fucking amazing, and you'll thank me later.
Okay. Now, see, as a mother caught between your two kids who are basically grown adults acting like they're 6-year-old, it's like, really? I know this is reflecting on me. Did I drink while I was pregnant? I don't know. But why? Why, guys? But see, at that point, I determined that at some point in my elderly years, my sons were going to regret that. And I took a trip to Vegas, and I came back. They picked me up at the airport, and I'm wearing a tank top that says, "I danced on the bar at Coyote Ugly." And my sons are looking at me. They look at the shirt, and my oldest son says, "Please, for the love of God, tell us you bought that." And in a very loud voice, I said, "You don't buy a shirt like this. You earn it." And they both turned around and walked straight out of the airport.
Felicity, I was lucky that none of the flight attendants heard.
They had to be deaf, though.
Well, no, we did it while they were not serving drinks, because then I asked for a ginger ale, which,
Oh, that helped.
It add a little effervescence to it.
But yeah, Deadeye was right. She has a thing on her channel where there's 50,000 channel points, and her daughter will come in and play the game for a certain amount of time. No matter what game it is, the daughter will play. And one time we were playing, and her daughter sits on her lap and just starts ripping ass.
Oh, God.
She literally stunk Deadite out. It was the funniest. She was like almost borderline gagging. It was the funniest thing in the world, honestly. Memories.
It could lead to pink eye, too, at some point.
I warned her about that.
Pink eye. Okay.
Yeah, pink eye. All right. We're going to.
Was the funniest thing, honestly.
As you can see, this right here. We're going to make the official announcement tonight. The doc is a part of the official crew here at the Gulag podcast. Will be made official as of tonight.
There you go for everybody.
I can't see.
Oh, all right.
I just
Dodgers. Hold on, I'm going the wrong way.
Oh, there you go.
Dodgers advanced to World Series tonight. They won Game 7.
There you go.
Well, I am honored. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll just make sure I'm not drinking milk.
Yeah, me either. Oh, me and milk.
Look, there are so many times when me and Narrow are supposed to be playing, and we're like, "Narrow, where you at?" He's like, We're like, "What?" He goes, "Had ice cream." We're like, "Oh, okay." We'll see you later.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Before
Depends on how sensitive your mic is.
yeah. Before Jay and I ever played, when I was still on Xbox as a starting streamer, people would wonder why I'd disappear. Like I would be dead, and they would bring me back from. Well, okay, so blackout, you could never come back. You were dead. You were dead. So I'd let them play through, and they would ask me. I didn't know they were asking me questions. I would take my phone to the bathroom and watch the stream, and realize that these idiots are asking me questions while they don't realize that I've told them. I go, yeah, I have to go make some. And Jay knows. I say it straight out. I go, yeah, there's some hot diarrhea on the way. I gotta go. Like, and it always seems to happen when we're in the middle of a good fight or something.
And even when we don't know, like we'll be like, Narrow, where you at? And he doesn't answer. He comes back and goes, sorry, hot diarrhea cold. I was
yeah.
Like, oh,
Hot number 2Z, hot diarrhea, as my character would say. It's
dropping some smoking deuces.
No, that's just a little hot dye, hot dye.
Hey, it's the price you pay for spicy food.
No, it wasn't spicy. It was ice cream.
Ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why I refuse to eat cereal anymore, because not a good thing. Halfway through the cereal bowl, I'm...
Just finish the rest of it.
Time to go.
No, I can't, dude. It's just... I sound like a trumpet while I'm eating it. Because...
So wait, so if you sound like a trumpet while you're eating it, on the way to the bathroom, you were legitimately a marching band.
Yeah, I am. I am. I'm not going to deny it.
But why don't you just sit on the bowl when you start eating the cereal? So you just
no, because I don't need that kind of. Look, dairy is not a good thing when it
air freshener, man.
Dairy is not a good.
Light some matches.
Dairy. Look at like I even forget. Like I go buy half and half cream sometimes for my coffee.
Cereal with beer.
And I will sit there and drink coffee, and then like I've been buying that stuff that coffee made stuff now because it doesn't
creamer.
Yeah, but it's not real creamer.
The non-dairy creamer.
Non-dairy creamer because it doesn't affect my stomach. But when I forget,
so you get non-dairy milk.
But listen, Jay, listen. When I forget and I buy half and half, because I'll be like, oh, look at.
So he gets halfway sick on that one.
No, half and half. You know what half and half is right?
Yes, I know. I'm joking.
Yeah, it's half cream and half milk. It's double trouble for Narrow.
No, it's half and half trouble for Narrow, so it makes one full trouble.
Yeah, one full hot dye just coming in hot for sure.
He's throwing a dice 20.
I'm telling you, dude. Like, and what was funny?
We've gone way off the beaten path. Now we're talking about poop. So,
I mean, we were talking about pizza.
How did we get here?
I mean, we were talking about pizza flavored condoms earlier.
Communities to pizza flavored condoms, back to communities, to Italian food and pizza, and to poop. So we've gone.
We've hit every genre.
And Canada. We've hit Canada.
And Hawaii.
Canada blames on Hawaii.
I was born in Newfoundland, so
there you go.
Much love to Canada. Like poutine. Oh my god, that is so good.
I'm not gonna lie, poutine is banging. Poutine is good. I ain't gonna lie, but that's cheese, Narrow.
Yep.
Yeah, I've eaten it before. I know what it is.
Totally worth it.
You've eaten it? Well, I don't know if it was worth it, Narrow, but
it was worth it.
It's just not worth it to anybody near you.
Anybody near me, it's like
No, did I not blame Jay? Blame Jay didn't do nothing. Jay had nothing to do with it. Don't blame Jay.
Look at if you like a nice Louis Armstrong and Lou Rawls like trumpet sound, just give me some Gary.
More like a Dizzy Gillespie.
Like a jazz band.
You'll definitely get dizzy after it. That's for sure.
All right,
everybody. I'm glad everybody got a chance to see what it is after the fact. This is kind of the conversation we usually have after the fact, but here you've seen it live on stream. Next week,
yep.
I'm not really sure who we're gonna have next week. Jay will, or I will figure that out.
Work on that
and announce
it.
Got
a couple communities lined up.
And announce it to you. We actually have enough content for actually 4 weeks, to be honest with you, because there's a part 1, part 2, of Obi stuff, and then a part 1, part 2 of what we did tonight. But now that the Gamer Doc is officially part of the crew here, you'll see her all the time. So it's perfect because if we have some content that we need to talk about that doesn't require another person, we're still going to be here. So there it is. Everybody, Doc, any last words? Anything you want to say? Give a shout out.
Hey, I am just happy to be a part of things. This has been, this Twitch journey has just been amazing. Narrow, thank you so much for, it took him months to talk me into trying to do this. And probably my favorite part about it is the chance to meet Jay. Even though we may end up having a pineapple pizza debate, but hey.
Jay will be eating pineapple pizza in 2021. Guaranteed by January 2021. Jay will be eating pineapple pizza.
We will make a concerted effort to make that goal happen.
It's not going to happen.
Jay, please donate to Jay today, because that way...
Okay, stop doing it like a movie trailer, because it's just fucking weird.
And if the goal is exceeded, then they both eat the pizza and Jay has to sit in the same room as Narrow.
No. There is no goal that'll make that worth it.
What's the goal? Jay, what's the goal? I don't know what the goal is, to be honest with you.
I'm not revealing.
Oh, so if nobody knows the goal, then you don't have to worry about it.
Let's type Jay's channel in the chat. Please follow him, and his goal will be on there.
Only when I'm streaming. Although it's probably on my VOD, so you can probably see it anyway. Although I have hit the numbers. So it says, help out the stream. I eat pineapple pizza with the bar, but it hides the numbers. So you'll never know the exact number.
$700.
200. Like, fuck you, Narrow. Asshole.
And the bar has just changed.
I should now because you did that.
Yep. For 1,000, they eat pizza together.
Oh no. There is no money on this earth that I will have to eat pizza with Narrow.
Wait a minute. If we
when
go
there's
to
cheese on it. Just saying.
When we go to New York, we're gonna go do like a food.
And I will make sure I have a can of Glade on me.
I'll bring matches.
I will be fully prepared for you. Believe me.
No, the only thing.
Don't be surprised if you come here and say July and we go have pizza. Don't be surprised if it smells like pumpkin pie a little bit, okay? Whatever air freshener I have is what's coming with me. Could be apple cranberry, could be pumpkin pie,
wait.
Hawaiian breeze, whatever.
There's a simple thing
it's just not going to be poop.
Listen, there's a simple thing that usually stops me from this, and I always forget to take it before I eat. And Doc, you know what they are. Lactate pills. Yeah. As long as I take it 30 minutes before, I'm fine. I don't sound like a trumpet. But
just a tuba.
Boom, 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 boom.
And everybody hates the tubas.
Why do they always?
Hey, my youngest son used to play sousaphone.
Play what?
The sousaphone. That's the big one that wraps around you. That has the giant bell.
Gotcha.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. Some guy was doing an interview and he dropped his mic into it.
All he hears. Oh my
God. Feedback on a mic and a sousaphone.
Put Jane with me, he'll eat that dang pizza, or I'll pelt him with you keep threatening me with stale marshmallows. All I told you is you throw them in the microwave, they get nice and soft again. So pelt me all you want. I'll make s'mores. I'm okay with it. There's no threat there.
Jay, any last words?
Although I will not be opposed to having pizza in a room with you. What?
Any last words?
Shout out to Deadeye Girl and Pagan for showing up. They've been supporting for a while, and
they have very
much.
See
them.
I appreciate both of them being here, and Felicity.
Pineapple Pizza's evil, and Felicity, right? Pineapple Pizza's evil. Don't give Narrow dairy products. My goal will never be hit, so I'm safe for Pineapple Pizza.
Just donate, even if it's only $1 to feed this man right here. Community. Feed this man right here. Just donate, even if it's just $1.
Okay,
just
Felicity,
donate.
You know what? I take my shout out back to Felicity. Just saying. How dare you? How dare you tell her to pelt me with pineapple chunks? How dare you?
Feed this man right here. Make his goals happen. Right here, this man. Feed him. Look at him. Look at the anguish.
You're lucky I love you right now, Deadeye. You know that. You're lucky I love you. Just saying.
Look at the anguish in his face. Just feed him. Let's make his goal happen, huh?
What am I, a kid from Somalia?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get Sally Struthers to to do a promo for you.
I'm gonna have Sally Struthers.
A day, this guy could have a can of pineapple.
I'm gonna have Sally Struthers hold him by his shoulders and be like, "Feed this young man."
And I'll just sit there and be like this,
holding up a box of condoms.
Pizza flavored.
For just $0.25 a day, he could have half a fucking ramen.
Pizza flavored.
Well, to be fair, if I had a box of those condoms in my hand, I wouldn't be a kid in Somalia now, would I?
And wearing pasties, says Deadeye.
Fuck off.
All right, everybody.
I already said if the pasty things happen, it would be a set of streamer pasties, and everybody's logo would be a set of pasties. It'd be like a set of 24. All of our friends' logos as pasties. Fuck you, Narrow. I see what you're doing. And it would be the Narrow edition, the Stuns edition, the Deadeye edition. It'd be a bunch of pasties to each streamer that's in the group. And guess what? They would need models. So if y'all want to make some pasties, I'll expect the pictures in my DMs. Just so you do it now.
Jay
Shut
Stuns.
that shit down real quick.
You didn't shut anything down. Deadeye's already working on them for you only.
Like I said, if anything is done, they will need to be modeled. So whoever's going to model them, let's see them.
Model? There doesn't need to be any model. They just need to catch you in one VOD and
No, because if they're being designed, they need to be tested, and in order for them to be tested, they need to be modeled. So whoever's going to be willing enough to model them, send the pictures my way. I'm not modeling them. Fuck you. I want to do it.
We'll just put a little hot wax since you were talking about
Pagan
candles.
won't do it either. I guarantee
If you've already got the candle, you can get some hot wax.
Hot wax, you know. Give yourself
it's not about challenging Narrow Felicity. It's about challenging Deadeye because she's the one that already put the thing in motion. And I saw what you said to Deadeye, Narrow. We've been talking about it already.
What?
The merch thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been talking about that. I'm not going to accept anything from Deadeye. Because she refuses to allow me to pay her, and I refuse to accept anything for free. So we're at a stalemate right now.
Well, if you guys have your stalemate, I don't know. I just saw her designs and thought they were really well put together because she did it all on the computer.
Felicity, if you can get an OnlyFans girl to model them and send them to me, I'm with it.
Felicity can model them. What the hell? I know. Look, Felicity pretends like she's not hot, and she needs to stop. What's wrong with you, Felicity? You can model them, make everybody buy them. You'll bring all the boys to the yard for sure. Come on, Felicity. Oh, we got Jay in a pause right now. He's so broken. He's paused. You see him?
And the image, it's like him pulling on the corner of his eye.
Yeah. Can someone clip this and put that as a
I think I found my new desktop background.
Yep. Can someone clip this?
No, see, that's for the condom ad.
Yeah, that's for the condom. I will not cover up my tattoos. LOL. Okay, so we just lost Jay. All right, everybody. Anyways, that was the end of the stream. Anyways, so if someone, can someone clip that? And make sure that that's your wallpaper, and we'll make stickers from that. That was a great one. It's just. Oh my God! Everybody, have a great rest of your night. We're gonna catch everybody tomorrow, you'll catch me tomorrow as Narrowminds the character back on my stream. I
will be tomorrow evening at 8:30 Pacific time.
There you go. Follow her. It's twitch.tv the gaming doc, but the has a 3 in it. That's how you know it's her, and you'll see her VODs there too, because we showed her how to make sure that all her VODs record. All right. Deadeye, thank you very much. Pagnus, thank you very much. Felicity, thank you guys all for joining and being part of the discussion today of all our hilarity and craziness. Thank you very much. And we will catch everybody on the next stream. And I don't know, the next podcast will be announced with all 3 of us, including our next guests. So stay tuned for that. Everybody have a great rest of the night. We'll see you all on the next stream. Have a good night, everybody. Jay Stuns. I don't know what we're going to do with you. Have no idea. Everybody have a good night.